Well, what does it mean? What does it mean to you to go double-digit receptions in back-to-back games when it's something that no Indiana receiver has ever done before in the history of this program?
I mean, it's good, but if our offensive line wasn't blocking the way they were, it wouldn't happen. So I give kudos to those guys. But it's something, I guess.
You and Michael have a pretty good connection this season. A lot of completions between you two already. What's the connection between you guys?
I don't know. We just play the game a lot together. We play Fortnite and 2K together, and we talk about like what we should do. We watch film like while we're playing the game. We just talk about little things we can do, to get the team out, get us like going.
How does that transfer to the field?
I don't know. It's just we trust each other basically. We trust each other on the game, so we trust each other on the field.
You're telling me the secret to the offensive improvement this season has been to play Fortnite while you watch film.
Don't quote me on that. Yeah.
How have you seen Mike grow? I mean, obviously you worked with him last year. He's been enrolled for almost 2 years now, but especially since he's been named the starter and maybe really stepped into that role from a confidence perspective.
Mike's grown a lot. Like when he first got here, he was doing like stuff that we did. Like he wasn't the first person outside, but now he's the first person outside. He's getting in the middle to talk to us. He's a bigger leader now. He's helping the receivers out, like checks and things like that. So Mike, he's grown a lot. Like he's a complete quarterback now. He's grown.
Can you talk about that catch you had to come back for and
Which
talk to
one?
the one where you had to talk to refs into saying it was a catch?
Just had to make a play for my guy. I just made a play for Mike. I told him I'll make plays for him. So just give me the ball, I'll make plays for him.
It looked like one play you were kind of shaken up afterward. You went to the sideline. Did you go back to the locker room at all? And then you came back in and caught a pass for 56 yards. So what kind of happened?
It was just a little scary, Football, you're gonna get a lot of scares and things like that. But I'm good now. So, as you can see, I'm good now.
You guys are sitting there at 4-2, midpoint of the season. There were bowl reps here today. Just kind of, what are your thoughts about getting to a bowl? Do you guys think about it? Do you try not to think about it? Is it hard not to think about it? How do you approach it as a player?
We just focus on the week. We're gonna just focus on next week. We're not really focused on the bowl game right now because we're not there yet. So we just focus on week to week. We're not really focused on the bowl game right now. Our focus right now is Maryland.
How do you feel about the running game getting going in the third quarter and seeing Stevie kind of have a day?
I'm actually happy for Stevie. I'm actually glad to see he had a 100-yard game. I'm happy for him. That's my guy. We live right next door. We're neighbors, so we live right next door to each other. So I was like, I'm waiting for you to get your 100-yard game. I'm happy he got it. So, that's all he's going to be talking about. I got 100 yards. I got 100 yards. So I'm happy for him, though.
I know it's not flatly the game that you guys didn't get to 6 a couple years ago, but that Maryland game feels like the one that you guys talk about in the, I guess what would have been your freshman season, maybe the biggest missed opportunity in a 5-7 year. As you do turn the page to Maryland on the road, I mean, do you talk about that at all with younger guys to say, listen, we've got to seize these opportunities?
Yeah, we're going to talk to the young guys about they're going to have a good atmosphere and things like that, but we feel like we're going to be able to beat those guys. So it's not really much we need to talk about, but the small things, like what we're going to have to do to get over the hump. We need these 6 games, so it's not really too crazy to talk about.
During that second quarter, you guys kind of had a lull. Michael said you guys just weren't executing the small things.
Yeah.
What was going on there?
Like Mike said, we weren't executing the small things, like here and there, like a block or up front, like jumping off sides and things like that. We got to clean those things up if we want to be elite. So, yeah.
Obviously, the offense was making really big plays, but the defense coming out with that touchdown, how much energy did that give?
Man, that gave us a lot of energy. I'm glad. I'm happy for the defense. Like they showed us that they got our back, so we got their backs though. So I'm happy for them. They came out and did their thing today.
Whop, is it hard when you jump out to a lead as quickly as you did to maybe maintain focus and kind of keep the foot down?
I mean, it's not hard, but it's hard at the same time because everybody's up here, and then when something happens, we all go back down here. And then another play, we all up here. But you got to stay balanced. You got to keep it balanced to keep it like it's more game. It's like a lot game. Like it's like more game to play. And like they showed this little thing on Big Ten how they came back on us, and I was telling them boys like, hey, remember they came back, so let's just keep our composure. Let's keep playing. We got a lot of game left.
All right, thanks, Whop.
Thanks, man.
Of course.